I had originally recorded before we left to do this, and either it got accidentally deleted or it never recorded when I thought it was recording. We went and got Elodie's ears pierced. I was just sort of giving a quick explanation as to sort of why and just that we were going to do it. I recorded, or thought I recorded, right before we were about to leave. And then the rest of this video is right after we got back. So basically, it's somewhat of like a slight tradition for me, or at least I feel that way. My mom got my ears pierced when I was, I think, like 6 weeks old, from what she told me, and it's just something I've always wanted to do when I had my own children. If I had girls, I feel that as long as you do it safely and fine and you don't like torture the child, I feel like it's a great option. It's something that you can choose to do or to not do, and no shame for it. The babies feel like a slight pinch for a second and that's it, and then they've forgotten about it. Also, it's like a pinprick. It's not something that's going to make a huge scar or anything. If they decide when they get older that they don't want these earrings, they can take them out, let them close up. Sure, it may take a slightly longer than maybe it normally would, since they've had the piercing since they were infants, but that's not hopefully going to be a huge deal for them. I don't see why it would be a huge deal for them, unless they're trying to be like an ear model or something, and I don't know. I'm trying to think of any reason that it would be a huge issue. I have read all of the cons against getting your kids' ears pierced as infants before they can actually make the decision for themselves, and I do see your point there. I just don't. I still feel the way that I feel about infant ear piercings, and if you don't agree with it, then don't do it. I don't feel like it's a significant enough thing to put too much thought or hassle into, or drama. It's just, I also don't want it to be something that, like, when they're 7, we get them all hyped up for, and then they get scared and like they have that memory of like, oh, this was so scary, and then like maybe they chicken out, or they remember it hurting so bad if they have a low pain tolerance or something like that. There's just so many different things. Also, I don't want to deal with the whole, at this age or even older, if they got their ears pierced, they're gonna touch and fiddle with it. They're young children are just, they're going to do that, and that's curiosity, and that's just being a child. They're going to touch it and fiddle with it, which makes healing a lot harder. And you can tell them till you're blue in the face not to mess with it. They're going to still kind of mess with it a little, and it's going to get dirty, and they're going to be around other kids and germs galore, and it's just so much easier to let the healing process happen when they're infants and can't actually fiddle with it yet as much. That was another big point for me. Like, that's why I wanted to not wait until she was older. That's why I really wanted to get her ears pierced a few months ago. Emily got her ears pierced when she was a week shy of 3 months old, and Elodie is 5 months old now. So I wanted to have gotten it done around 2 to 3 months old, but she was so colicky and fussy, and also work schedules didn't work out, like with Matt's work schedule. We went to a piercing place. They only do that on Sundays. Well, Sundays were previously Matt's long day for work, so he used to work 18 hours on Sundays, which meant he used to leave at about noon, and the earliest time that these piercers would do this piercing on Sundays was about 11:30. So it's about 20 minutes away, 15-20 minutes away, and that just wasn't realistic for him to have to rush and all that with work. It was just out of the way, and it just didn't work out. So I'm glad that his schedule changed and that he was actually off for this day for us to be able to do. He wasn't off for us to be able to do this, but I was glad that he was off, and we were able to do that, and he was able to be there because at first he didn't really want to be there because he doesn't want to see his babies upset or hurt, but then he changed his mind and he wanted to be there. Anywho, the rest of the story, I will let you watch the rest of this video. I just wanted to kind of give that pre-explanation type shindig first, since it seems to have disappeared. Sorry, excuse my weird garage, but the babies are both sleeping inside and I did not want to wake them up. Anywho, enjoy the video. We are back from getting her ears pierced and she's doing just great. It was awesome because the piercers did both ears at the same time, so it was less stress on the baby. We didn't have to do like one ear and then have her calm down and then the other ear. Emily's back to say hello. But yeah, no, it was good.
I didn't know what my name was.
She did a lot better than I thought she would. I brought some pumped milk just in case.
I got bigger and bigger.
Instead of doing one ear and then having her calm down and do the other ear, we did both at the same time. They had two piercers, one on each side. Matt held her this time. When we got Emily's done, I held her. But Matt held Elodie, and yeah, the only reason she even fussed afterward was because I put socks over her hands so that on the car ride home she wouldn't like pull on them or fuss with them or anything, because once in a while when she's super fussy she'll like grab at her ears. My little photo bomb back here. Anywho, no, she's doing great. She's happy. Here's the ears. There's one ear. She doesn't want to show you the other ear. I'll put in pictures.
I'm just showing you mine.
Yes, Emily wants to show you hers. And the other one? You move your hair. Very good. All right, go watch your show. I don't know what I was saying. But it was good. She did good. The earrings are a little bit long, just to accommodate in case her ears swell or anything. They did that with when I got my lip pierced and everything too. If you didn't know, I used to have. You can see the two little holes right there. I used to have a lip piercing called Spider Bites, and I plan on putting those back in. We'll see. I just gotta get new jewelry because I lost the little screw-in ball for one of them. Anywho, so they said that they would transfer them out if we wanted to in the future, or we could always just transfer them ourselves after they are fully healed. They said to give it at least like 2 months to heal, but I never changed Emily's until I think she was, well, I did change hers because when she was 8 or 9 months old, she started pulling them out just because they were not the like internally threaded screw-on safety backs. But I wasn't going to change them forever, and I didn't end up voluntarily changing them again after that until she was I think 3. I think right after she turned 3 we got her some for her birthday. No, for Christmas, right after her birthday. Yeah, we got her some. Well, she'll tell you that Daddy got them for her, but Mommy really got them. But anyway, no, that was her gift from Daddy for Christmas. Was or one of her gifts, of course, was some pink and purple earrings. So she's wearing the purple ones right now. This one is in love with this little turtle, but she doesn't want to hold on to it. But then if I go to lay her down, she'll be like, nah. Again, excuse my messy house, but there's that never-ending laundry again. Anywho, this little goober over here. So we did the ear piercing. I'm so glad we did it, and I definitely would recommend the place that we went to. It was awesome. It's called Calrita Tattoo. I don't know how to say it right. if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. But if you are anywhere in my general area, then it's accessible to you, and if not, then it's not. I'm sorry. But I hope you can find a place similar if you do choose to go the same route as we did, or if you need any other kind of thing going on. But anywho, we loved it. It was quick and easy. The longest part was just marking. They put a little dot on each of her earlobes before they pierce it, just to make sure it's even and in the place that we like. But that was the longest part. She got fussy because that took so long. But it always does, just because babies fuss and they you know, wiggle around and they make you you know, miss your mark or whatever. But then they had Matt sort of like pin her to his chest and hold her so she wouldn't move when they were piercing her. Of course, that would not be safe. So no, they got it done quick and easy, and it was over, and she was fine right after. I definitely thought that she was going to be fussing a lot more afterwards. I thought, because she's my fussy baby, I thought she was going to be way crazy afterwards. So I pumped 2 bottles of milk, and I brought that milk with us so that afterward I could warm that up and feed it to her if needed to. Yes, baby, you're doing good. Okay. Okay, well, don't keep doing that. And
Yeah.
she loves you. Anywho, I brought a bunch of milk with us so that I could give that to her, because sometimes when she gets so fussy, when she gets super fussy, sometimes she does not even want to, like, she can't stay latched. She's just fussy, so she would prefer a bottle of my milk. So I brought that along. We didn't end up using any of it. I put it right back in the freezer when we got home. I brought all of the little toys that she loves and that jingle and do all of the fun things. I brought blankets. I brought some nice warm cozy pajamas for her. I just, you know, like I made sure I had extra binkies just in case we lost one. Like, I went all out, and then she ended up being just totally fine. We got her right into the car afterwards. She fussed on the way home just because she just doesn't like being in the car, but whatever. And she was tired. I had woken her up from her nap so that we could go. I was trying to get her into the car seat still napping, but someone decided to go, "Sister!" right when I went to put her in the seat, so it woke her up. But that's okay. Anywho, so she was tired and hungry and just needed some snuggles. But we had a nice long little nap. Well, she did, not we. But she had a nice long little nap after we got home, and we just got up a little bit ago. I laid with her the whole time, and we're just kind of having a lazy day. Matt's off today, so that's why he was able to go with us, and we'll see what happens tonight. But she's doing really good. They told us all the things of how to clean it and take care of them while they're healing, and yeah, I'm glad we did it, and I just wanted to show you what it looked like and how she did. Sorry, my lipstick is all kinds of funky. I've been wearing it all day, so, and I ate some snacks and stuff, so lipstick mouth. Anywho, that is it. I'm babbling as always, but anyway, we got her ears pierced. We love it. She's happy and fine. I'm not saying, you know, oh, she loves her earrings, because she's 5 months old and she doesn't know what happened. But, you know, she's not sitting here fussing around about it, and she's not upset over it. She's fine. I'm glad it didn't bug her as much as it could have. You know, I thought it would afterward. I thought she would be fussing for a little longer, but I'm glad she's totally had no issue and hasn't been any more fussy than normal. Anyway, that's about it. I'm gonna wrap this up here. I just wanted to do a quick little video to tell you guys what we were doing and how it went, even though I'm babbling, so it's probably not a quick video, but you know. Anywho, leave a like, subscribe, join us, keep watching. Let me know how you feel in the comments without leaving, you know, like a bunch of drama and hate against us. But yeah, let me know if you had your ears pierced as a baby, or if your parents waited. That's how it goes. Bye.